At the airport, U.S. Marine Mike says goodbye to his girlfriend Jenny before flying to North Africa for a special mission. 3 months later, Mike and his spotter Tommy are still in the African desert, waiting on top of a cliff for their assassination target. Eventually they see two groups of people approaching from opposite directions. One group is coming on foot while the other is a convoy full of armed vehicles. The groups meet in the middle and Tommy plus his commanding officer in the radio urge Mike to take the shot, however he hesitates. It looks like a sweet reunion between families, not like a terrorist making business. Then Mike realizes this is a wedding and his target is the groom's father, who is now standing behind the couple. He tells his commanding officer about the situation and gets orders to kill the groom to reach their target at the same time. However, Mike refuses to cruelly kill a civilian and lies to his commanding officer, saying he's lost the target. At that moment a glare off the sniper scope gives off their location to the guards at the ceremony, who immediately open fire. Mike shoots a few bullets back before running away with Tommy while the guards rush to evacuate their boss from the area. Some of the guards start making the way toward Mike and Tommy in their vehicles, so the duo has no choice but to jump and roll down the hill. They run to hide behind a rocky formation and Tommy calls his commanding officer to ask for rescue. However, his GPS has broken and he can't offer their exact position. The enemy is getting closer, so Mike shoots at the hill to make them go in a different direction. Suddenly their enemies leave because they see there's a sandstorm coming. Mike and Tommy decide to use it as cover and walk through it as Tommy makes another call. His commanding officer tells them to reach a village located 5 hours to the west so they can be picked up. Eventually the duo manages to get out of the storm and starts walking under the unbearable desert sun. Tommy talks all the time and shares stories about his son and wife at home, but Mike still doesn't say much. Frustrated, Tommy points out that something is obviously eating Mike on the inside and asks about Jenny, wondering about the possibility of marriage. Mike explains he does want to marry her but he can't yet because it's complicated. Moments later they get a message on the radio explaining that the main team has had complications and the new pickup spot has been chosen, meaning the duo will have to cross the desert to get there. Because of the dunes, the radio won't always work so they'll have